events, and we're very happy to welcome you here this morning at the Grand Palais éphémère, so that together we can discover what lies ahead of us. The 11 days of competition with unbelievable performances of athletes from around the world. And so this is just to give you a foretaste of what to expect a year from now. Because in just a year, nations from around the world will be watching Paris very closely to thrill to sports. And then here at the Grand Palais éphémère, where there will be two events, wheelchair rugby and para-judo. And so this press conference is a chance for the teams of Paris 2024 and all stakeholders working for this incredible sports event to present our ambitions and the main milestones for the Paralympic Summer Games of 2024. After this presentation, there will be possibility for interviews in the mixed area just over here and also here on the stage. And I salute the media who are online as well. And without further ado, I invite Tony Estongue, President of Paris 2024, to join me here on stage. Thank you, Ines. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Ministers, Amélie, Adia, Mayor of Paris, and all of your team. Ladies and gentlemen, representatives of the Metropole and the Department de France, President, Paralympic International Committee, Andrew, President of the French, as well as the President of the French Sports and Paralympic Committee. It's a great pleasure to welcome you here at the Grand Palais éphémère, where a year from now we will have a wheelchair rugby event and then para-judo event in this building, which is spectacular and magical, which will thrill to these events. And thank you very much for hosting us here today. And thank you for being so numerous here. I hope you've had a very good summer, a sporting summer. The French athletes have shown their best all summer long, and I hope that, like them, you're also feeling very fit. And congratulations, we have unbelievable French athletes who regaled us at the World Championships. So we have Heidi and Alexandre, world champions in 2023 in paracycling. And we also have our friends from Paris Swimming, Laurent and Alex, who are also world champion this summer with the Team France, and more recently the para triathletes, Pierre-Antoine Bell and Alexis Quinconon, who regaled us yesterday. And some of these athletes work with us here to celebrate the fact that we're now just a year away from the Paralympic Games. So thank you very much for being here with us this morning. And Bébé Vieux, a double Paralympic champion, Alexis Quinconon, Alexis Maquinet, Alexis Quentin, and Michael Jeremias, thank you very much for being here.
On partage un moment très important dans la vie de ce projet Paris 2024. Vous le savez, la France a rendez-vous avec son histoire. C'est la que nous allons organiser les Jeux paralympiques d'été en France. Depuis le début, on a une ambition folle. On est convaincu de la réussite de cet événement et on souhaite collectivement, je crois, vraiment démontrer tout ce que la France est capable de faire à l'occasion de ces Jeux paralympiques. Ensemble, on a d'ores et déjà pris des décisions qui étaient fortes pour faire bouger les lignes. On la porte collectivement.
Show our ambitions and to all move forward together. It began
le même emblème olympique et paralympique pour la première fois dans l'histoire des Jeux, avec aussi la même signature ouvrant grand les Jeux, Games Wide Open, que l'on souhaite bien évidemment à la fois pour les Jeux olympiques et pour les Jeux paralympiques. C'est aussi une ambition très forte pour les sites de compétition qui seront olympiques et paralympiques dans des sites iconiques. Paris nous offre son plus beau visage pour célébrer les Jeux de Paris 2024 et quelque part même toute la région de France se met au service de la réussite. On voit ici donc au pied de la Tour Eiffel, le Grand Palais, bien évidemment, on aura aussi des compétitions sur l'esplanade des Invalides pour le paratir à l'arc, l'application au château de Versailles. Donc on retrouve ces sites iconiques, ces Jeux seront spectaculaires, ces Jeux seront exceptionnels. On a souhaité collectivement montrer notre savoir-faire à l'occasion de ces Jeux paralympiques. C'était le cas aussi sur les grands symboles. La même équipe de France, olympique et paralympique, les mascottes aussi, avec le même symbole pour ces mascottes. Le look, l'identité à travers les pictogrammes des sports et l'identité visuelle de ces Jeux. On a souhaité vraiment mettre en commun une ambition très forte. Ce sera le cas aussi pour la cérémonie d'ouverture qui aura lieu, elle aussi,
which will also be held in the center of Paris, here on this beautiful Place de la Concorde, at the foot of the Champs-Élysées, just like the opening ceremony of the Olympics.
De cette cérémonie paralympique, et je suis sûr que Thomas Joly nous en dira un petit peu plus dans quelques minutes, puisqu'il est avec nous ce matin. On a souhaité aussi collectivement, avec l'ensemble de nos partenaires, engager les Français, montrer que collectivement, on peut vraiment utiliser la dynamique des Jeux pour mettre les Français au sport, développer la pratique sportive à travers cet événement, semaine olympique et paralympique dans les écoles, l'édition 2023 avec 1 million d'élèves sensibilisés sur la question du handicap, de l'inclusion. C'est une vraie volonté collective que nous avons toutes et tous d'utiliser le pouvoir, la dynamique des Jeux paralympiques pour faire changer aussi le regard sur le handicap. Voilà, donc peut-être un dernier exemple, c'était aussi cette première journée paralympique l'année dernière, le 8 octobre 2022, place de la Bastille, un temps fort aussi pour donner rendez-vous aux Français, commencer à expliquer, à démontrer tout le potentiel de la réussite de ces Jeux paralympiques, faire découvrir ces parasports, faire découvrir ces athlètes paralympiques absolument exceptionnels. On y reviendra bien évidemment tout à l'heure parce qu'on a beaucoup d'ambition pour les mois à venir. Alors collectivement, voilà, je voudrais commencer par vous remercier toutes et tous parce que depuis la création de ce comité d'organisation Paris 2024, on a d'ores et déjà fait bouger les lignes, on a d'ores et déjà fixé ce niveau d'ambition très très haut pour la réussite de ces Jeux paralympiques. Je crois qu'on a bien conscience que ces Jeux seront réussis avec de grands Jeux paralympiques et je crois que collectivement on va prendre une claque monumentale parce que beaucoup de Français vont découvrir les Jeux paralympiques et je peux vous dire qu'ils ne seront pas déçus. Quand on aime le sport, on va adorer ces Jeux paralympiques. Aujourd'hui, on célèbre une passe très importante. On est à J-1 an. Dans un an, les Jeux olympiques seront terminés. Mais pas les Jeux Paris 2024. On célébrera la cérémonie d'ouverture de ces Jeux paralympiques. Et pour nous, on a envie d'inviter des millions de Français aujourd'hui pour ce qu'on appelle à Paris 2024 le match retour. Pourquoi le match retour? Parce que le match retour dans le monde du sport, ça parle. C'est souvent le match où tout peut basculer. C'est le match où il y a une intensité folle, où on continue avec ce suspense, on continue le plaisir aussi des festivités et les célébrations de ces Jeux paralympiques s'annoncent absolument exceptionnelles. Pour nous, ce match retour, c'est d'abord le retour des célébrations, encore une fois, comme je l'ai dit, dans des sites d'exception. C'est important pour nous d'avoir effectivement des sites iconiques pour les Jeux paralympiques, comme voilà, je les ai cités tout à l'heure, mais c'est d'abord retrouver cette ambiance exceptionnelle de Paris 2024 pendant toutes ces 11 journées absolument inédites et exceptionnelles entre le 28 août et le 8 septembre 2024. C'est aussi le match retour des émotions sportives. Et là aussi, on l'a vu cet été, les athlètes paralympiques, cette équipe de France paralympique, Marie-Amélie Le Fur, nous en dire un petit peu plus dans quelques minutes, mais elle est exceptionnelle, avec une ambition folle de doubler le nombre de médailles. On a envie de donner rendez-vous aux Français pour soutenir ces Bleus paralympiques qui vont nous régaler. On a cette chance d'avoir encore une fois un spectacle sans précédent avec des nouveaux sports aussi qu'on va découvrir, mais ce sera le retour du sport et du plus beau sport mondial. Et puis enfin, ce match retour, il a une saveur particulière. Il a pour nous vraiment un potentiel de dingue, parce que c'est vrai que grâce aux Jeux paralympiques, on va mettre l'accent, tous les projecteurs, de la visibilité sur le handicap, parler d'accessibilité, voir comment est-ce que collectivement notre société peut continuer à progresser. Il y a encore des choses inacceptables. Il faut que collectivement on utilise le pouvoir des Jeux paralympiques pour progresser. Beaucoup de choses sont déjà en marche. Je voudrais vraiment saluer toutes les initiatives qui sont portées, encore une fois, par l'État, par les collectivités locales,
state, by
collectivement avec les associations et le mouvement sportif. On essaie d'abord de démontrer tout ce que Paris 2024 en tant que comité d'organisation peut mettre en place pour accueillir ces Jeux paralympiques dans les meilleures conditions. On va pas se le cacher, c'est un vrai défi. C'est une vraie compétition d'organiser les Jeux olympiques et les Jeux paralympiques. Et donc ça va nous obliger à progresser en matière d'organisation de grands événements sportifs avec la volonté de laisser un vrai héritage pour les futurs grands événements sportifs.
But we want to leave a very strong legacy for sports in France. And we really want to bring all of the French people on board for this adventure and to really change people's view of disabilities and change our collective ability to make our society more inclusive. There's a lot of room for maneuver, and we're really trying to accelerate this
de partager avec vous ce rendez-vous pour ce match retour. Aujourd'hui, c'est un moment important. On entre dans la dernière ligne droite. On est en très bonne forme. On a collectivement su déjà prendre des décisions qui étaient fortes pour maintenir un niveau d'ambition exceptionnel pour ces Jeux paralympiques. Mais il reste encore beaucoup à faire. Et dans la dernière année, on va collectivement relever ce défi ensemble. Et je vous propose peut-être de regarder ce match retour en images.
Look at some images of the encore.
Ça donne envie, ça fait rêver pour faire partie de ce match retour. Rendez-vous le 9 octobre pour l'ouverture de la billetterie paralympique. Merci à toutes et tous d'être avec nous ce matin.
Thank you very much for being here this morning. Thank you, Tony. Yes, we can't wait
ces Jeux de Paris,
to experience these thrills of the games,
ces émotions.
All of these emotions. So let me now call upon the Minister of Sports and the Olympic and Paralympic Games, Amélie Oudéa-Castéra, Andrew Parsons, President of the International Paralympic Committee, Marie-Amélie Le Fur, who is the President of the French National Paralympic and Sports Committee, and Michael Germanias, who is the chef de mission for France. Please join me up here on the stage.
Merci à tous les quatre d'être avec nous.
Je vais demander
de revenir tout simplement sur ce
qu'évoque cette notion de match retour. Je laisse la parole en premier, Madame la Ministre.
Bonjour à toutes et à tous.
Hello, everyone.
Bonheur d'être à vos côtés ce matin et sur cette spectacle magnifique, illustratif de ce site iconique.
Illustrates these iconic sites
vont se dérouler.
Where the games will be held. I would just like to say a word to express to what extent these games are important. They're capital for us, the Paralympic Games.
Je vais donner peut-être juste un premier indice de cela. On a
some indication of this. We usually say that the games finance the games. There is an exception to this, which is the fact that contribution of the state, the public contribution from the budget of the Ministry of Sports is exclusively flagged for the Paralympic Games. This is 125 million euros, and in the budget that was established a few months ago, we've even increased that contribution. And another element I would like to mention is the media coverage, which Paralympic Games will be fully covered. This is twice as much as the Tokyo Games and 10 times as much as the London Games. And at my level, in the decree, which will be published this fall for major events, I will be protecting the broadcasting, public broadcasting of the Paralympic Games.
Réussir ces Jeux paralympiques, vu de l'État, il y a véritablement un double enjeu.
There are two major stakes for these Paralympic Games. First of all, to succeed
l'organisation, la
in organizing the Games, to make everything seamless, in improving everything that's been done in terms of accessibility for everyone, universal accessibility. Not just to succeed in the Paralympic Games, but also to improve the experience of people living with disabilities for the Olympic Games as well as the Paralympic Games. The goal is to ensure that the Paralympic Games, because we know how spectacular they can be and what a source of inspiration they can be for members of society. We want to use them to make durable progress in how disabilities are seen in our society, beginning with what's happening in sports.
Sur nos enjeux d'organisation, je l'ai dit,
for the organization,
l'accessibilité.
We want to ensure that everything is as accessible as possible. We know we are lagging behind. We know we won't be able to solve everything, but we are firmly resolute in making progress. And we will see this in the visit we'll be having this afternoon, taking the RER to go to the Stade de France, working on infrastructure, making things such as train stations more accessible, working with our experts living with disabilities to see what it's like to go from public transport to the venues. And it will also have an impact on hospitality, hotels, cafes, rents. 100 million euros has been set aside so that a year from now, all collectivities have made accessible a number of establishments to ensure that everybody with a disability feels perfectly at ease when they come into a restaurant, when they come into a hotel.
Élément très important, c'est la refonte que nous allons opérer des labels qualité tourisme. On va développer aussi le référentiel accès libre pour que là encore tout le secteur qu'on appelle HCR s'y mette en même temps que nous soutenons nos opérateurs de transport. Sur le volet sportif, on l'a dit, l'ambition c'est le top 5. On l'a déjà réussi par le passé à 2 reprises pour les Jeux d'hiver et déjà aussi pour les Jeux d'été à Barcelone, sans médaille. On sait que dans les dernières Olympiades, dans les dernières Paralympiades, c'est complètement, puis il y a eu ce ressaut très positif.
People really pulled themselves together, especially for Tokyo. But here we really want to all succeed together in being in the top 5. We've seen exceptional performance in paracycling, paraswimming this summer. We also had the thrill, which was more difficult in terms of results in Chaleti, but which was very inspiring for team dynamics. 290 Paralympic athletes will be taking part in the Paris Games. This is much more than in Tokyo, there are only 120, and that's the advantage of having the organizing country quotas. And we've increased by 3.5, effective 3.5 support for the Paralympic committees and federations. The support amounts to 34 million euros currently, and we hope that this will allow you to be up to these challenges, and we know you can. And then the third is popular liesse. The public will be here to support Paris 2024. To ensure that all of the dynamics in the fan clubs, in the celebration areas can be continued in the thrill of the encore, the thrill of the Paralympic Games. So we have set up very inclusive ticketing. There are 300,000 tickets available for young people that will be making available so that young people can come and thrill to these games. And then one last element, which is also capital, because this is the goal and this is the legacy. We want a lasting and useful legacy for athletes, so that people living with disabilities, 48% of them currently do not practice any sport. We want them to be better received in sports clubs in France. That's the meaning of the project that we all have together. We want 3,000 more clubs to be inclusive. And we also want to reduce VAT on wheelchairs. We want to make sports equipment much more accessible. We have an envelope of €1 million devoted only to the National Sports Organization. And Freddie Land will be saying more about this in a minute, but it's also the mindset of an entire society that we want to change. And this is one of the major stakes in making these games as accessible as possible. The Paralympic Games are going to be a huge celebration. They will bear testimony of the courage, of the devotion, of the extraordinary source of inspiration that our athletes are. And it's unprecedented. And I know because we will be welcoming the Summer Paralympic Games for the very first time in our history. Thank you very much, Madam Minister. I will now give the floor to Andrew Parson.
What does the notion of a second leg mean to you?
Bonjour à tous et à tous. Sorry about that. My French, I have promised that I will be speaking French by now, I know, but I am not. So I'm going to be speaking in English, so if you have to put your translation devices on, Bebe, you're removing yours. There you go. So first of all, bonjour, Minister Amélie, my good friend Marie. You guy who I have seen playing in my hometown Brasilia in 2005, which means we are both very old here. My good friend Shehami, Tony Stanguet, President of the Organizing Committee, Mayor Hidalgo, Deputy Mayor Rabadan. It's a pleasure to be with you all this morning, but especially for the athletes here. It's amazing to see you in the celebration. 1 year to go. I hope you are feeling the butterflies in your stomach, as I am this morning, because we are in a stunning location in one of the two most beautiful cities in the world. I was born in Rio de Janeiro. I cannot go and say this is the most beautiful city in the world, but if one of the two, if not the most beautiful city on the planet. And one thing that I would like to say to you is these games are going to be absolutely spectacular. First of all, because of these guys here, the athletes. Paralympic sport is better than ever before. What these guys are putting in the field of play, the sport, the level of sport, we have more athletes, better athletes, younger athletes, athletes coming from more nations than ever before, nations that never made to the medal tables of world championships, and now they are being part of the medal tables. This city is incredible, so I can't think of a better or a more beautiful place to have these iconic landmarks. Just to think here in Champ de Mars, Cedric, I'm absolutely sure you are, and Sandrine, you will be competing here next year, so it's just amazing. Just to think about you guys competing here already gives me goosebumps. Just to think on Bebe competing at the Grand Palais, it gives me goosebumps. So we will have an incredible atmosphere. We will have spectators back, yes, amazing, please. A round of applause for the spectators, please, because without them, our good Japanese friends from Tokyo can say they have prepared incredible games, but we miss the spectators. We miss them because these guys, athletes want to compete in front of crowds, right? You want to hear them, ooh, yeah, ooh, and the clapping after, and the singing the national anthem. That's what you want from the games, and we will have them back here. There's a lot of interest around the world. Of course, I travel a lot in Europe, but also in different parts of the world. People are saying, I want to go to Paris. I want to attend these games. I will buy tickets. I will be there. So these games are going to be spectacular for what the athletes will do on the field of play, what you here in this country you are doing, in the city of Paris, in the country of France. The team France here will be unbelievable. The atmosphere, the platform will be amazing. And talking about that, platform for change. And Marie, let me tell you one thing. I was so happy when you have chosen this man to be the chef de mission of the French team, because I know him, as I said, for many years. We are both old. He really understands what Paralympic movement can do for a society. When you hear him speaking, you understand what I'm referring to here. The Paralympic Games is a platform. The future of sport is in the intersection of entertainment and purpose. On the entertainment side, don't worry, you have the most spectacular show on the planet here in 1 year time. But also we want that what happens here in the field of play, what athletes do in the field of play, changes the world. They change Paris, they change France, but we want these games to have a global impact. And you are a person who really understands the power of Paralympic sports. So I'm absolutely sure that the Team France will be a team of ambassadors, advocates. I will not say activists, but why not? But advocates. We are in France. So advocates, at least, because they're understanding their role. They are fighting for the 10th of a second, 1 centimeter, the difference between going to qualifying to the final or not, between the silver and the gold medal, but also for changing perceptions around the world, for changing the world, not for the 1.2 billion persons with disability only, but the entire human race, by making a more inclusive world through parasport. So that's how excited I am about these games, because we are going, and when I say we, it's all of us in the room, and more 4,400 athletes that will be qualifying for the games next year. We are going to change the world from Paris. And let me say one thing to finish about Tony and his team. They have pushed us a lot since early days. The first time they came with the idea of a joint logo, we said, But they said, it's because this, and that, and we did understand. And then, what about an opening ceremony outside of a stadium? We said, And then he managed to convince us, and it's the best idea. It was an incredible idea, and we are going to have the most spectacular, and I'm looking to you, Thomas, here, because I know some of your ideas already. So we are going to have a spectacular opening ceremony, no doubt about it. So, and also the concept of the match retour, the encore. It's incredible. I am a huge rock and roll fan. You know that. Everyone who knows me knows that. And the encore is the moment of a rock concert or any concert where you just let go, where you gave your all, the last drop of sweat, the moment when you go crazy, you go wild, and you really enjoy yourself because you know it's the last moment, it's the encore. So this is how I would like France to feel about the Paralympic Games. It's the moment of just giving you your last breath, your last drop of sweat, your last, energy that you have in your body in this incredible festival of sport that will be here in 1 year time. It is an opportunity of a lifetime to experience the Paralympic Games, and I want France and the Parisians all to enjoy that. But as if it was an encore of a rock and roll concert, of a Rolling Stones, or a Beatles, or whatever, rock concert that you give you all and you enjoy. First of all, because these guys here, these athletes here, they do deserve that. But also, because from Paris, we will change the world together. Thank you very much. I can't wait to be here with you in 1 year time.
Thank you so much, Andrew Parson, for this inspiring speech. Marie-Amélie Le Fur, présidente du comité paralympique français. Peut-être un mot sur cette notion de match retour.
Maybe a few words about this return match, this encore. We maybe haven't spoken about it enough. Good morning. I'm delighted really to be here with you. It's just we're 1 year precisely from the opening ceremony of the Paralympic Games, and I'm not hiding the fact that this encore, this return match, really echoes back to what I know, what I lived through when I was an athlete and what I know as a president. The encore is a continuation of what we embody and have been embodying for a while, this fantastic party ceremony, celebration around the Paris 24 Games, and that's what Tony said. It's the continuation of the single logo for the Olympic and Paralympic Games, the continuation of this French team, Équipe de France, that we want to unify since Tokyo, that is now being brought forward and run by this single logo, the Coq Sportif, and the same embodiment, this idea that we want to admire, to be stunned and mesmerized and really embody what these games mean. So what are the Paralympic Games? Well, they're everything that we love in sports. Passion, commitment, athletes who are going to be rolling out in town and walking, and there'll be a procession at the bottom of the Champs-Élysées and the Concorde, and it's the first time that the athletes will actually be able able to do this outside of the stadium for this fantastic Paralympic opening ceremony. It will be the same iconic sites that will be used for the athletes' performances. It's an ability for French people, or possibility of French people who are sports fans, who during this ceremony will be able to come and live strong emotions and see fantastic performances. And the Paralympic Games are also very different and unusual because you'll be able to discover sports, usual ones such as swimming, athletics or cycling, but you'll be able to discover them in a different way, and you'll also be able to discover new sports, ones that are fully dedicated to the Paralympic athletes. And it's also being able to, really have this passion, feel this passion with these athletes. And I would like to, take my hat off to them. They have these very unusual walks of life. They come from walks of life that are very unusual. We have the three athletes who were part of the French delegation who really brought us and showed the best for us in the summer. And I would like to thank you for the months to come, because we mustn't forget that we have the World Cup for wheelchair rugby over the next few weeks and months. So it's performance for high-level sports with something extra. And it's not because I'm an athlete that I'm saying this. It's really as in my name as president. I followed the volunteers who have followed the people who have taken part. It's people, I followed all of the partners in the delegations who have gone to discover the Paralympic Games, and they've told me that they came back changed from these Paralympic Games. They've discovered a new flip on the other side of the coin for athletics, and with a great deal of amazement and passion. And that's what we're going to discover with the Paralympic Games in 2024. The Minister and the President Parson discovered this, explained this very well. The Games change lives. They change not only disabled persons' lives, but also French persons, French people. People with disabilities will bring together all public opinion, and it has, and it's made people aware of accessibility issues that we have in our countries. The fact that citizenship for people with disabilities is not fully and full and whole, and has not been fully understood and fulfilled. And we really need to find solutions for people with disabilities, and we've understood this, and we're working with the state, with communities to change things sustainably. And it will also be a catalyst for changing public opinion. And we've said this before. We'll ensure that in the future, French people perceive disabilities in a different way, and perceive in the life situation of people with disabilities, not people who are just faced with problems in their daily life, but people who have been able to overcome these difficulties, because these are people who are extraordinary. And during the Paralympic Games, they will really show this through their performance, and you will be mesmerized by their performance, and so will the rest of the world. And that's why this return match encore has been very, very special for me. Thank you very much, Amélie.
Et je vais laisser le mot de la fin à Nicole Jérémias. J'ai envie de dire à notre chef de the end of
this presentation, to the head of the French delegation. We've all understood what's been said. We're all involved and very much concerned and affected by these Paralympic Games. So, Michael, thank you very much. And this is great and fantastic being able to conclude or come at the end. Now, I agree with what's been said. I'm not going to return to being a militant, but what I would say is that I'm there representing the athletes. When I see Anne, Tony, Thierry and various other people, I remember that everything that we have worked on over the past 7 years, that's the time it's taken to prepare the Games, and I won't go back to the people I worked with in 2005 with the previous bid that we lost to the English, unfortunately. But I remember the discussions that we had and the discussions that we've had since, when we still will have place for development in this project. We had there were a lot of stumbling blocks, and we've been formatted in our society. We still don't have the place we should have in 2023. We've had to work work on this a lot. And I carry on, being active and trying to spread the word and ensure that we become better citizens, better people. And it's not just for us, it's also for you. It's the service we are giving you and providing you with, or with something that's making you better. And I've realized over the years, and I work with, I'm talking about the people I work with on a regular basis, but also with the public authorities and the media. You know that I'm very demanding, critical. You're in greater and greater numbers. I'm very satisfied with this. And in 2004, for example, the media were not present. We would talk to the media at the end of the games and they would say, well done, or bravo, but we weren't really part of the landscape. But since then, many things have happened. With Marie-Amélie as athletes, we've seen this, and now we're at the other side of the barrier, and we've decided to dedicate part of our skills and expertise and our passion into and put it into changing the landscape in sports, not just sports, but also physical activity, communal activities, and to make it more powerful and transform the place of disabled persons in society. And then we had the Paralympic Games, which is fantastic, and we've been able to change the higher cities that have organized these games and turn this into a fabulous opportunity. Tony, I'm just going to take one word that you said: unacceptable. Now, this is my act. This is a bit of activism, but today we need to admit, as a user and as a person in a wheelchair, and before I became head of this mission, I felt this. We're in a discriminatory society. People do not have the place they should. We are not people in their own right, citizens in our own right. It's a reality. I'm not singing, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that I'm looking at what we need to do all together to ensure that we have a much fairer place in society. Amélie, I agree on all that has been done, that has never been done in the past. This is true. The state has never invested so much, neither has the city or the region, for these Paralympic Games to ensure that events and everything is accessible. Now, we're delighted with the result. We're talking about, changing things for our life, but also for the future. We want to benefit also and make the most of what society has to offer us. If we don't do what we have to do over the next year and access, as we did in other cities, we talked about Rio or London or a great deal or others, if we don't change things, then we won't be able to do it. We haven't yet done this. I'm very proud of what's been done over the past few years. What I see, especially in the sports area, and you're going to see this, and it'll be very proud. I'm very proud of being close to the athletes, and we've repeated this many times. It's obvious. You need to get the French people to and write about it so the French people understand this, and need to show this. It's obvious for a high-level athlete and a champion, Olympic champion, that this is essential. But our journey is the same as traditional athletes. Now, when we talk about the legacy of the Paralympic Games, it brings me back to what we have provided society. I talked about with Thierry and Etienne. In 20 years' time, for example, when we sit around a table and have a drink, or we go to the pub and we talk about the games and we say, do you remember the games we organised in 2024? Well, we'll remember the opening ceremony. That's going to be fantastic. All of the medals for our Olympic and Paralympic French athletes, full stadia, big parties and celebration. But that's not enough as far as I'm concerned. It's fantastic. In 1998, it was great to have the Champs-Élysées, a million people, a big popular celebration. But it's not something that lasts, and then life takes over, everyday work and life takes over, and the inheritance is the region. And this is the reason why I took part in this adventure right from day one. It's the legacy, it's the social usefulness that the Paralympic Games are providing us with, and will in the year. And to succeed in this, the state, the community, the media, companies, public sector, of course, but also the private sector, the sporting world, all together we have this considerable work to do over the next year. And I want to hear the names of the athletes that we popped up this summer that were champions of the world. There were 300 athletes, twice as many as a few years ago. So I would like us to talk about their stories and not just talk about the fact that they're Paralympic athletes, but over the next 365 days, I want to see them on television, hear them, see them succeed. I want them to be, I want criticism to be levied against them when you criticize them. For example, the basketball team or the athletics team, French athletics team. Yes, when they good. When we're good, say it. But when we don't succeed well, be demanding in the same way as you would with traditional athletes or other athletes. We don't want any special treatment. We want a fair, equal treatment. And I'm coming back to my mission in the Paralympic Games. I'm going to give you set a meeting in a year's time, and I'm very proud to have this responsibility. Thank you, Emily. Thank you to the committee, and I'm delighted to be with my friends, to be able to, walk through this whole experience all together. Thank you very much to everyone.
Merci à tous les quatre.
So thank you to all four of you.
Rejoindre vos
and I'll
places.
now allow you to go back to your seats. And I'm sure we all now wish to listen to the main persons concerned by these Paralympic Games, our athletes. And so it's a great honor for me to welcome 4 Paralympic athletes. Béatrice Vio, so she is a para-fencer at the National Italian Games. She's the flag bearer for the Paralympic Games in Tokyo in 2020. Paralympic fencing champion at the Rio Games in 2016, Tokyo 2020. Then we have Sandrine Martinet, who's the judo karate for the flag bearer for the delegation for the Paralympic Games in Tokyo. Then we have Cédric Nankin, wheelchair rugby champion of wheelchair rugby with the équipe de France in 2022 and 2023. And we have Alexis Anquincan, para-triathlete and Paralympic champion and 5 times world champion and European champion. Thank you very much for all being here.
La première question est pour Cédric.
So the first question for Cédric. Cédric, maybe could you tell us if you're able to imagine this sort of passion and the fervor or the pitch fever that we're going to be having in the next year? Well, we know that we're in this beautiful place, and that it's going to be magical, that these home games are going to be magical. And I think it's just going to be fabulous, really.
You've been here in Paris for a few days now. What do you expect from this city during the Paralympics? And how do you see yourself here in Paris in 1 year?
Hi everyone, thank you so much for inviting me to these things. It's amazing. We are leaving Paris like it's 2 days and a half, and it's amazing. We can really feel the sound of the Olympic and Paralympics coming up. I used to come in Paris like very often, but this is the first time that I really see the really emotion of the Paralympics. So I'm so proud to be here. I'm so happy to be with the French team, and I don't know what to expect. I don't know it's 1 year, so it looks a lot, but as an athlete, it doesn't look really a lot, I think, because we have still so many competition to do, but really, we really want to be here in 1 year from now. And I don't know, if I think about the Paralympics, I just cry because I'm looking for the moment. I really want to be part of my dream, and thank you all that you are planning the best paradise that we want to live during that dream. So thank you so much.
And what's your dream for next year? Here?
I'm Italian, so we don't say things because it's bad luck. So I just want to live that moment, let me say that.
Thank you so much. Sandrine, vous avez été porte-drapeau l'année dernière, mais il y a 3 ans à Tokyo.
3 years ago in Tokyo.
Est-ce que vous pouvez nous parler un petit peu de cette expérience?
Could you talk about this experience, please?
Bonjour à tous. Ça a été un moment qu'on
Good morning. This was a moment with Stéphane that was just fantastic. We were proud, we were honored to be able to bear the flag, to hold the flag, carry it, and we were proud. And now we're really impatient for the next year to go by and the games to happen. We'll be here in this fantastic place, and we'll be very lucky to be competing together, both of us. And I can see the Eiffel Tower. I can just see it. It's beautiful. There will be this fantastic ambience and environment, and we're getting ready and we're preparing ourselves every day to be fully effective in a year's time. And I hope and I think that we'll be very proud with everything we've done over the past year. Cédric, I said this as an introduction. The World Cup will be happening in a few few weeks' time for you here. Now, what are your targets for the World Cup, and especially for next year here? Well, the purpose is to be effective or to be, successful here, and at least get to the semi-finals and try and get the gold medal for the games. Of course, that's what we're aiming for. Alexis.
Vous avez le micro, c'est tout bon.
You have the microphone.
Même question.
Same question.
Vos objectifs
what are your targets, goals for next year?
Vous êtes champion olympique en titre.
Les ambitions, elles sont affichées. Champion paralympique
Olympic champion. Well, the ambitions, aren't they? They're obvious. I want to win here at home in Paris. There's a great deal of pressure, of course. It's going to be there very much present, but we're all expected to win, and that's what's exciting. And as Michael said, we need to be on track. And journalists, of course, have to follow us, but for everything, for the good and the bad. If we're not good, you need to tell us. So I am ready to, to sort of, really do my best and be expected to have a spectacular performance. And I think we're all running for this, and I think we're really ready to carry high the French flag. Well, Alexis, you took part in the event, or the trials a few days ago. What do you think about this? Well, it was great to have this trial test event. It enabled us to concentrate on what's really to expect next year. This is a fantastic place. All of the triathletes in the world really fell in love with it. Everyone knows Paris, but being able to form the triathlon with the Invalides de Grand Palais and the Eiffel Tower right in the distance on the landscape was exceptional. It enabled us to really imagine what's expected of us and what we should expect next year, and it's something I'm very impatient of doing. There are already a lot of people there watching, and we're expecting a lot more next year, so we can go even further and really celebrate, and that's really the aim of the whole. We want this to be a full celebration, and that's, alongside the sport, it's going to be fantastic. Thank you. We're all really looking forward to being there and being able to support you. Thank you very much. And I'll now let you go back to your seats. Now, we've heard this and we've understood this. The games are unique moments to share. Tony Stanguet, we are now impatient to know a bit more about the ticketing service for the Paralympic Games.
Oui, avec plaisir, effectivement.
Yes,
merci encore aux
Thank you very
athlètes.
much to the athletes. You're fantastic. Well done for everything we're doing.
For being with us today. It's fantastic to have you, and congratulations for everything you do with your academy. It's amazing. So you will be the main star in Paris 2024 next year, and you will be welcome. So thank you so much. Oui, effectivement. Donc, écoutez, moi, je crois qu'on a compris que cette fête, elle s'annonce magique. Maintenant, il faut donner rendez-vous aux Français. Ça commence le 9 octobre pour faire partie de ce match retour. La billetterie paralympique ouvre le 9 octobre. Alors, on va peut-être descendre quelques slides très rapidement pour vous expliquer comment tout ça va fonctionner. C'est d'abord sur le même site, la même plateforme de billetterie.
It's on the same site, the same platform, the tickets, paris2024.org. And from the 9th of October, you'll be able to find all of the Paralympic events with the opening ceremonies, closing ceremonies. Everything will be available from 9th of October. It's first come, first serve. One single ticket office, ticketing office, and we'll have the same rules and regulations, 30 tickets per purchaser, 10 tickets maximum per session, same as for the, especially for the ceremonies that are very much in high demand. 2.8 million tickets will be sold for the Paralympic Games, which is a substantial number of tickets with very available rates. It's very important for Paris 24. 500,000 tickets at €15 in all sports for all of the Paralympic events. Very available offer. 25% of the tickets will be 25 or 30 euros or less, and then 80% of them will be 50 euros or less. It's very, very accessible, and there are two unprecedented offers that are very important for us. First of all, a discovery ticket that we're going to be able to find for discover for the Paralympic Games in Paris, and the chance that we have in Paris is that our concept is very compact with great
de compétition. Et donc on a souhaité proposer aux fans une expérience assez inédite, assez exceptionnelle, avec un pass à 24 € qui vous permet sur une journée d'aller découvrir plusieurs sports.
That will allow you to go to different events throughout the day and 2 different zones. First of all, in the Paris Center zone, where we have 2 to 4 sports that are happening at the same time throughout the period of the games. And then people who are going to buy this €24 pass will be able to, during the day, go to these 4 event sites and discover the different environments, ambience and Paralympic games. And then a second area in Paris South, at the Porte de Versailles, there will be 3 events on the program during the Paralympic Games.
Deux sports qui font un peu la particularité de ces Jeux paralympiques, qui n'existaient pas aux Jeux olympiques. Je pense à la boccia et au volleyball.
Boccia and goalball are the 2 specific extra events. This is a discovery offer, really. We have a discovery offer so that sports fans can discover these 2 different Paralympic events. Para table tennis is one of them. Then we have a family offer as well, which is important as far as we're concerned, and we saw this for many reasons. This event is exceptional from a sporting point of view, or sports point of view. It's also an event that really is food for thought and pushes us forward and changes our perception of disability. We think that it's a fantastic, incredible opportunity for families to go and live this experience as a family, with an offer for 2 adult tickets bought, 2 child tickets at €10. That's the price. This opens it up to the greater number of people, and that's what we wish for the Paralympic Games. And right from the 9th of October, for all, beware, this platform is open all over the world at the same time for everyone. You'll have to be, swift and clever and right, and go and buy the right places and encourage the French athletes. It's the last opportunity you will have to go and live through these French games and in the encore, the return match, and we rely on the public to go and support these athletes, our French athletes, and get these event places or sites to be full of people and vibrant with energy and activity. And please repeat it and spread the word around you. There will be this, you need to meet, go onto the website from the 9th of October. Now a few words about the steps to come.
Vous le savez, on a vécu l'année dernière une très belle journée paralympique. C'était une première grâce là aussi au comité paralympique et sportif français, à l'État, à la ville de Paris, à l'ensemble des acteurs. On a fait cette première édition qui a été un vrai succès. On souhaite renouveler cette expérience, mais peut-être avant, je crois qu'on a quelques images de cette première
And I hope that
l'année
the second
dernière,
will be just as good as the first, the Place de la Bastille.
Work your back.
Voilà. Donc on vous donne rendez-vous le 8 octobre 2023, place de la République, cette fois-ci, pour cette deuxième édition de la journée paralympique, avec la même recette, des athlètes de l'équipe de France, des démonstrations, il y aura même des athlètes internationaux, avec Matt Stutzman, qui est un champion paralympique de tir à l'arc, voilà, qui est aussi très impressionnant et qui nous fera lui aussi une belle démo. Donc voilà, n'hésitez pas à vous mobiliser. On a vraiment envie de partager cette dynamique des Jeux paralympiques avec vous dès le 8 octobre prochain. Et puis pour terminer, peut-être un petit coup d'œil effectivement. Donc encore une fois, dès le lendemain, l'ouverture de la billetterie paralympique le 9 octobre. Et puis au mois d'octobre, on vous donnera aussi rendez-vous fin octobre pour vous dévoiler le parcours du relais de la flamme paralympique. Là aussi, de belles annonces au programme dans les prochaines semaines. Ensuite, on va continuer à monter en puissance. Il y aura, on retrouvera bien évidemment la semaine olympique et paralympique au mois d'avril 2024. Et d'ici là, il va se passer beaucoup de choses. Merci. Et à très vite.
And until then, thank you very much and see you very soon. Ces dates, le 8 octobre pour la journée paralympique et le 9 octobre pour l'ouverture de la billetterie. J'invite maintenant l'ensemble des acteurs institutionnels qui contribuent à la réussite de ces Jeux paralympiques d'été à nous rejoindre. Donc pour la ville de Paris, Pierre Rabadon, adjoint à la maire de Paris en charge du sport, des Jeux olympiques et paralympiques et de la Seine, Marie-Amélie Le Fur,
who is president of the French National Paralympic and Sports Committee, Quentin Giselle, who is delegate vice president for the development of sports and mayor of Duny, Emmanuel Constant, who is vice president of the Seine-Saint-Denis Departmental Council, Yasmine Camara, who is the Ile-de-France Regional Councillor and Paris 2024 delegate to the Olympic and Paralympic Games, Fadila Katabi, delegate minister to the Minister of Solidarities and Families and in charge of people with disabilities. Thank you to all of you for being here.
L'organisation de ces Jeux, c'est forcément un formidable accélérateur pour le dynamisme des territoires.
For local dynamics. I will first give the floor to Pierre Rabadon.
Quelles actions
what actions
mettre en place pour
are you going to implement for the Paralympic Games? Hello everyone. Very quickly, a number of things have already been listed, things that have been done and that remain to be done. As Michael mentioned, we'll try to give the best experience possible to the public and also to the athletes, of course. The Olympic and Paralympic Games are an occasion to change people's mindsets, to really try to make progress on achieving the legacy we want. The test events were a very good chance to see where we stand. We know that there's still a lot to be done, but efforts have been underway for a long time with the mayor of Paris, who is firmly committed to this question, as well as the entire city council. But I'm sure we'll be ready, no matter what.
Permettre la réussite des Jeux paralympiques.
We wish for the best for the Olympic and Paralympic Games.
C'est encore plus important pour nous et je crois que tout le monde est aligné depuis le début
là-dessus. An objective that's very important for us is to ensure that we can make these Paralympic Games held for the very first time in France, in Summer Games, to make it really an exceptional moment in the success of the Paris Games. Thank you very much. Marie-Amélie, the same question.
Comment finalement engager le plus grand nombre de nos concitoyens autour de ces Jeux
as many people on board around the Paralympic Games as possible. Before I talk about how, let me tell about the why. Why do we need all of the French people committed? Why do we need them to fill the stadiums? Well, because it's the public's enthusiasm and fervor that makes all the difference for Team France, as well as for the experience of athletes. Being supported by the public will transform
une deuxième, troisième place en médailles. Et des médailles, on en a besoin, parce que Tony l'a rappelé. L'objectif n'est pas de doubler le nombre de médailles, mais de doubler le nombre de médailles. L'objectif n'en est pas moins très difficile, mais en tout cas, c'est vraiment l'ambition qu'on s'est fixée, c'est que à l'issue de ces Jeux paralympiques de 2024, on redevienne une nation très forte des Jeux paralympiques. Donc pour ça, on pourra compter d'une délégation française qui sera présente dans tous les sports, mais on aura besoin du public. Les leviers, ils sont simples.
On our side. The levers are very simple. Tony just suggested one of them. Well, showed one, and that's ticketing. And ticketing as affordable as possible, family-friendly, so that all French people can come around these Paralympic Games. The second lever, Michael Jeremias mentioned this, is really to ensure that French people identify with the athletes
Cet été, nous avons eu des résultats extraordinaires avec des très bons multimédaillés. Et pour ne citer que Alex Portable et Alexandre Léoté en paranatation paracyclisme, malheureusement, leur performance n'a pas été encore suffisamment relayée, médiatisée. Il faut vraiment, là, dans cette dernière année qui nous sépare des Jeux, continuer de parler, de les présenter, de faire permettre aux Français d'identifier ces visages-là. Et on a aussi besoin d'engager tous les Français, tous les territoires pour réussir cette transformation de l'héritage et notamment, et je vais vous citer quelques statistiques, faire en sorte que cet héritage de l'accès à la pratique sportive devienne véritable. Actuellement, c'est 1,4% des clubs qui se disent en capacité d'accueillir des personnes en situation de handicap. C'est 13% moins de Français en situation de handicap par rapport à la population ordinaire qui pratique régulièrement le sport. Nous devons collectivement changer ces statistiques à l'issue des Jeux Paris 2024 et pour ça, on doit engager les Français, notamment au travers du programme Club Inclusif, qui est un programme lancé par le Comité paralympique, soutenu par le ministère des Sports, par le COJO, avec nos deux fédérations spécifiques, tout simplement pour former, sensibiliser les clubs à l'accueil de sportifs en situation de handicap en leur sein et faire en sorte que cette rencontre de proximité, que les personnes en situation de handicap n'aient plus à faire 50 km pour trouver un club qui les accueille. C'est aussi ça, changer la vie des personnes en situation de handicap durablement. Et pour ça, on a besoin de la mobilisation de tous, de tous les Français et notamment des collectivités sur l'ensemble des territoires.
Merci.
Quentin Gisèle, votre regard
Quentin
également
Gisèle,
sur
what's
les
your
actions
view
menées par Paris
actions
2024
implemented by Paris 2024 to fully engage all French people?
Bonjour à toutes et à tous.
Hello everyone.
Je pense que ce qui nous rassemble aujourd'hui et ce qui nous rassemblera dans un an, c'est bien sûr que ces Jeux, on a envie de les partager avec le plus grand nombre. On a envie de le partager avec le plus grand nombre, tout simplement parce que c'est important que ces Jeux soient une réussite sur notre territoire. La métropole du Grand Paris que je représente ce matin, c'est 131 communes. 130 communes qui entourent la capitale, qui entourent Paris. Et c'est notamment pour cela qu'on a souhaité, avec la métropole, se positionner et on se positionnera pour faire participer les habitants de ces 131 communes. On participera notamment à travers de la billetterie. Cher Tony, tu le sais, la métropole va se positionner pour partager 10 000 billets à destination des plus jeunes générations des 131 communes de la métropole du Grand Paris. Ça, c'est déjà un premier enjeu, faire vivre les Jeux de Paris 2024, les Jeux olympiques, même les Jeux paralympiques, et les partager au plus grand nombre d'habitants. Et puis, bien sûr, comme le disait tout à l'heure Michael, je pense que ce qui nous rassemble, c'est cette notion d'héritage. On en parle beaucoup. Et l'héritage aussi de ces Jeux paralympiques, il est essentiel à travers nos territoires. Tout à l'heure, Emmanuel en parlera, je pense, avec le prisme. Mais la métropole a toujours voulu se positionner comme partenaire notamment du département de la Seine-Saint-Denis lorsque le département construit le prisme à Bobigny. La métropole du Grand Paris s'est mise aux côtés du conseil départemental en injectant 13 millions d'euros pour réussir ce beau projet. Et puis c'est aussi quand on construit le centre aquatique olympique à Saint-Denis, en faire un pôle qui accueillera toutes les personnes et être un pôle inclusif pour toutes les populations en plein cœur de la Seine-Saint-Denis, en plein cœur de cette métropole du Grand Paris. Puisque, je le rappelle, ce site sera aussi un véritable site d'entraînement pour les Jeux paralympiques de 2024. Et puis, bien sûr, de vivre cette expérience. On disait c'est le match retour. Et donc, ce match retour, c'est pouvoir aller encore plus loin. Et donc, je l'espère que cet héritage paralympique nous permettra, dans notre pays, d'aller encore plus loin sur ces notions-là, sur ces questions en France.
Merci beaucoup. Je vous laisse passer le micro
the
Emmanuel Constant
to Emmanuel
votre
Constant
réaction peut-être
to
sur
give us
cet
your
héritage
reaction
justement.
on the legacy.
Merci. Bonjour à
Thank you
toutes et
very
à tous.
much. Hello everyone.
L'héritage, c'est le maître mot.
The legacy is really
c'est notre
a key
mantra, c'est
word.
notre leitmotiv.
It's our mantra. It's our
C'est
leitmotiv.
aussi ce qui fait le pouvoir
And
des
this is
Jeux.
also
Et ça va très
what
bien
makes
avec
the
le
game
match
so
retour, parce que finalement,
powerful. And it goes very
quel
well
retour, on
with
attend
this
des matchs,
idea of an encore,
en Seine-Saint-Denis.
because
Et on a coutume de dire que
that's what people are
les
always
Jeux
waiting
olympiques
for,
et paralympiques
the
sont
return
un
game.
accélérateur.
And the Olympic
C'est
and
un terme qui a
Paralympic
été
Games
repris par
are
Pierre
an
Rabadan.
accelerator, as Pierre
On
Rabadan
espère
said.
pouvoir
We
progresser
really want to
en 7 ans
leverage these games
depuis
to make
l'annonce de la
progress. in the 7 years since we announced our candidacy up until the end of the Games, we want to ensure that we're able to carry out what we've been trying to do for the past 30 years in terms of infrastructure,
changement
but also
dans le
in terms
paysage,
of
changement dans la mentalité, changement dans la structuration des clubs.
a change in how clubs are structured.
Un peu moins de 60 ans, à Boston,
Under 60 years ago at the Boston Marathon, Catherine Switzer, I believe was her name, imposed herself in the Boston Marathon, which was reserved for men at the time.
De Michael Jérémiaz, à un moment donné, il faut effectivement être
And it's true, as Michael said, there comes a point when you have to be an activist, when you have to be a militant, you have to break down doors. And the Paralympic Games should also be an occasion to impose a number of ideas. Currently, sports amongst people with disabilities, and I'm not talking about athletes here, I'm talking about simple citizens. They don't practice sports enough. Our legacy has to be that above and beyond equipment, above and beyond infrastructure, above and beyond Bobigny, which will be a European reference in practicing inclusive sports for all types of disabilities, because a lot of people talk about physical and motor disabilities, but very little about psychic disabilities, about mental health issues. And we want to change people's mindset around these questions, so that clubs, so that the volunteers, so that trainers and coaches can welcome athletes from all backgrounds.
Diffuser effectivement augmenter le nombre de clubs inclusifs, augmenter
inclusive clubs to increase their number, to increase the number of
parce que ça va être ça
clubs with reserved sections.
Que la pratique sportive chez les personnes qui souffrent de handicap
amongst people with disabilities become mainstreamed,
et non plus quelque chose de
and no
bienveillant,
longer something that you do from a feeling of duty or as a good deed. We want sports to be open to everyone.
Notre héritage, et ce que l'on attend des Jeux Olympiques
and our expectation of these Olympic and Paralympic Games. Thank you very much.
Yasmine Camara, sociétale durable auront ces Jeux paralympiques.
What do you believe will be the lasting impact on society? Oh, I think it's going to be huge. Hello, everyone.
On l'a bien vu, et moi je tiens aussi à souligner que le mot rassembler. Nous sommes ici rassemblés.
All coming together, we are assembled here.
7 ans, tous.
For the past 7 years already,
que ce soit les
with the athletes, institutions, we are a single team. We all work
together. Et je pense que c'est important de le souligner aujourd'hui. On est tous là.
We're all here
today. On n'a pas forcément les mêmes obédiences politiques.
We don't necessarily come from the same political spectrum.
Que nous sommes malgré tout tous ensemble pour ce même objectif.
Differences, we are all working towards the same goal.
Aujourd'hui que le sport en fait qui nous permet cela.
That's what sports makes possible. It makes possible to all work together towards a single target.
Pour la région Île-de-France,
les Jeux paralympiques, c'est un immense
projet. C'est la région qui va accueillir le plus d'épreuves sportives. Quand même, il y a à peu près plus de 220 sessions, c'est 3 millions de spectateurs que nous allons accueillir sur 27 sites paralympiques, dont le
Paralympic venues, including the Olympic Stadium,
les épreuves de canoë-kayak,
which will be hosting a canoe and kayaking events,
de para-canoë and para stade qui appartient à la région de France, donc on est vraiment partie prenante sur ce sujet. Et puis la région, elle a voulu aussi pousser ses athlètes. Et c'est pour ça que nous avons mis en place un soutien financier aux athlètes. 32 para-athlètes sont financés par la région Île-de-France pour que bien évidemment un an pouvoir exercer et pour arriver dans les meilleures conditions pour ces Jeux. Une grande fête également puisque nous allons avec la région Île-de-France, appeler à faire un appel à candidature pour que l'ensemble des collectivités qui le souhaitent puissent participer à cet événement. On le sait que, en plus de ça, c'est une période propice puisque nous serons à la rentrée, donc tout le monde sera là pour soutenir notre équipe nationale, mais aussi participer à ces Jeux. Nous avons également aussi acheté 15 000 billets paralympiques prioritairement pour que notre jeunesse puisse participer participer
first and
et
foremost, so
être là
that
pour
young people
supporter
can attend the games
notre
and
équipe.
be
Et
behind
puis,
Team France.
comme on l'a dit tout à l'heure, c'est aussi
And
de
also, as we said
l'héritage.
earlier,
Alors,
this
il
is
y
a
aura
way
bien
of
évidemment le prisme à
bringing in the
Bobigny, où
legacy
la
we
région
want.
Île-de-France est cofinanceur, mais
And we
plein
are
d'autres, puisque
co-funders
depuis
of the
2016,
Bobigny
nous
project.
avons
And since
financé
2016, we have funded
plus de 800
over 800
établissements sportifs qui ont
sports
permis
establishments
soit d'être créés, soit d'être rénovés, en
to
tout cas
build
d'avoir
them
une
or
accessibilité aux personnes en
make
situation de
them
handicap, et surtout pour
accessible to
l'objectif, c'est la
people with
pratique
disabilities.
du parasport partout
And also
en
to
Île-de-France.
promote
Voilà
the
notre
use of
leitmotiv.
parasports
Et
in the Paris
moi, je
region.
suis très heureuse aujourd'hui que
I'm very
de voir que
happy
nous sommes
to see
et nous
that
continuons depuis 7 ans à être
for the
dans
past
ce
7
même
years,
objectif
we continue
pour
to
que
be a
l'ensemble
single
des
team
Franciliens
so that all of the inhabitants of the
participer à
Paris
ces
region
jeux et
can
puissent
be part
ensuite,
of the
bien évidemment,
games
pratiquer le sport
and then
ou peu importe l'endroit où ils vivent.
practice the sports no matter where they live. Thank you very much, Fadila Kabbali.
Merci, bien le bonjour à
Fadila
toutes
Kabbali.
et tous. Je suis
Thank
vraiment
you
très
very much. I'm
heureuse
delighted to be
de
here.
partager ce moment. Pour moi, c'est
to share this moment
une
with
première,
you.
mais
It's a
sachez
first
que
for me,
régulièrement, la
but very
ministre
regularly,
des Sports nous
the
faisait un
Minister of
retour
Sport
sur les
gives us
avancées,
feedback
sur
on
l'ensemble du
the
travail qui a été
progress,
mené jusqu'à
all the work
présent.
that's been
Et
carried out
vraiment,
so
je
far.
tiens à vous dire bravo,
And
parce
I
qu'il
would like
y a
to
le travail
congratulate
effectivement de
you.
la ministre, mais également des
There's the work
fédérations
of
et de
the
l'ensemble des
minister, but
acteurs. En
also of
premier
the
lieu, je
federations
tiens
and
à
all
saluer le
stakeholders.
président, cher Tony.
First and foremost, dear
On s'est vu
President
il y a encore
Tony,
quelques jours.
we
Je
saw
salue
each other just a
également
few days
Madame le
ago, and
maire présente à nos
also
côtés.
the mayor of Paris,
Et
who
bien
is here
sûr,
with
l'ensemble
us,
du conseil municipal. Je vois
and
qu'il y a
the
des
entire
élus. Et je
municipal
salue bien sûr tous
council.
les
I
élus qui
see
sont
the
à mes
elected
côtés.
officials here
Alors,
and all the
pour
elected
moi,
officials by my side.
c'était important d'être
For me, it was
aux côtés de la
important
ministre
to
des Sports aujourd'hui,
be with the
parce
Minister of
que,
Sports
en tous les cas, ce
today,
que je constate
because
au travers
what I
des
see
différentes interventions, c'est que
through
nous
the
sommes
various
toutes et
interventions
tous
is
animés
that
par la même envie,
we
la
all
même
have
volonté. C'est-à-dire de faire
the
en
same
sorte que cette
desire.
société
We all want to make
soit
sure
plus
that
juste,
our
plus solidaire
society
et plus
become
inclusive.
fairer
Alors, nous le faisons
and
depuis
more inclusive.
2017. Nous
Since
œuvrons
2017,
pour faire en
we
sorte
have
que
been
l'école soit
working
plus
to ensure that
inclusive,
schools are more
l'université,
inclusive, that
l'emploi,
universities, that jobs are
et
more
on avance sur le
inclusive,
bâti,
and
sur
we're
le
making
transport.
progress
Mais j'ai bien entendu le
in
chef
buildings, in
de
transport.
la délégation
But I did
dire qu'il y a
hear
encore des
the
trous
chef
dans la
of the
raquette.
delegation is saying that there's still some
Effectivement,
holes
il y a
in the
encore des
racket.
efforts à faire,
And
mais
it's
nous
true,
avançons.
there's still a lot
Et
to
il
be
nous faut
done.
profiter de ces jeux
And
pour
we
faire en
have to
sorte que
seize
le
this
regard, et ça a
occasion
été très
to
bien dit par
ensure
le
that
président
mindsets
Estanguet,
change.
pour faire en sorte que le regard
So that the way
change,
people
pour faire en sorte que
see
cette société soit
people with
véritablement
disabilities
inclusive et
change,
respecte
to
les droits des personnes en
have a
situation
more
de handicap. Alors, comme vous le
inclusive
savez,
society to
je
respect
suis
the
ministre
rights of people
depuis
with
un mois,
disabilities. So I've
et je
been
voudrais
minister
dire
for
que j'ai
a month
reçu
now,
beaucoup de
and I
messages
have
via les réseaux
received
sociaux,
many messages on
beaucoup de
social
messages
media
de personnes en situation de handicap.
from people with
Malheureusement, je ne peux pas
disabilities.
répondre à
Unfortunately, I
l'ensemble des messages,
can't answer
mais je
all
vous
of the
promets, je les
messages,
lis
but I promise you that I read them
je lis
all,
tous les
every
messages de
single
toutes les
one of them.
personnes. Ce que je constate, moi, à
And what I
travers ces
see
témoignages, c'est, madame,
through these
faites en sorte
messages
que nos droits
is that
soient
people
respectés.
really want their rights to be
Écoutez-nous,
respected.
écoutez-nous.
People with
Alors, ce que je peux
disabilities
vous
want
dire,
to be
c'est
listened to.
que
They
vous
want to
allez
be
là, je
heard.
suis la ministre qui sera à l'écoute,
But I am the minister
effectivement,
who
des
will be
personnes en
there
situation de
to hear
handicap.
you.
Et je pense que
All of you
ces
living with
Jeux olympiques,
disabilities. And I believe that these
paralympiques
Olympic
doivent
and
être un
Paralympic
moment
Games
très très fort
have to
pour
be
faire en
a
sorte
turning
de
point
mettre déjà en lumière et de valoriser tous nos
to
athlètes qui s'entraînent
showcase all
depuis
of our
des mois,
athletes who have
des
been
mois et des
training
mois.
for months and months and months.
Ils s'entraînent avec beaucoup de détermination,
With a
de
lot of
panache, de
determination,
conviction, et il nous faut les
a
soutenir
lot of
et
zeal,
les
and we
mettre en
have to
lumière.
be
Alors
behind
évidemment,
them, and
là,
we
je
have to
m'adresse un peu aux
showcase
journalistes.
them.
Je compte
And
sur
here
les
I'm
médias
speaking to the
pour
journalists. I'm
valoriser et
counting on
mettre
the
en lumière
media
nos
to showcase
nos
our
para-athlètes.
athletes,
C'est
our
extrêmement
para-athletes.
important.
That's
Ils ont
very
besoin de vous
important.
pour
They
être au
need-
rendez-vous.
they're counting
Alors
on
il y a un
you.
rendez-vous qui va être très très fort,
And
c'est
there's a
bien sûr
very
la
important
billetterie,
date. This
un
will be when
moment
ticketing
voilà, qui doit
opens.
être réussi. Et si nous
This
voulons
has to be a
effectivement faire en
success.
sorte que ces
And if we
jeux
want to
soient
ensure
une
that
réussite, nous devons
the games are a
embarquer
success,
tous les Français.
we need
Et pour
all
ce
of
faire,
the
il faut les
French citizens on
sensibiliser
board.
les
So we have
sensibiliser
to
à
raise
ces jeux.
awareness.
Et puis, il y a
around
aussi
these games.
le changement sur le plan, j'allais
And there's
dire,
also
social,
a
sociétal,
change
le
on
regard, mais aussi à tous les héritages, ça a été dit, je ne vais pas revenir là-dessus. Il y a eu des avancées sur le bâti, il y a des avancées sur le transport, des moyens colossaux sont mis par l'État, mais il nous faut encore, j'ai bien entendu, avancer sur le dossier. En tout cas, je suis très très heureuse d'être à vos côtés. Sachez que vous pouvez compter sur moi et puis faire en sorte que vraiment nos athlètes soient mis en lumière et être aux côtés de nos athlètes qui vont effectivement être ces ambassadeurs de faire rayonner Paris, la France sur le plan international. Merci.
Merci à tous.
Thank you very much. Thank you to all of you.
Je vous laisse rejoindre vos places.
Please take your seats.
Voilà, Bien compris, nous avons tous un rôle à jouer pour faire de l'inclusion une priorité et changer le regard de société sur le handicap. Dernier temps de cette conférence de presse, on va revenir un petit peu plus en détail sur les célébrations qui accompagneront la tenue de ces Jeux olympiques et paralympiques à domicile. J'ai le plaisir d'accueillir Thierry Reboul, directeur exécutif en charge de la marque de grands événements et des cérémonies de Paris 2024, et Thomas Joly, directeur artistique des cérémonies des Jeux olympiques et
artistic director for the Olympic and Paralympic Games of Paris 2024.
Ça s'annonce grandiose.
It's going to be grandiose.
Est-ce que vous pouvez nous en dire un peu plus sur votre réflexion autour de cette cérémonie?
Thierry Reboul, could you say a bit more about your reflections on this opening ceremony?
Moi, je suis un peu responsable des onomatopées.
I'm in charge of onomatopoeia, like Andrew was trying earlier.
Tony, de tout ça, mais
Tony's wishes. But what we are trying to do, very simply, is to have the same level of ambition for the Paralympic Games as for the Olympic
Games. Et sur la cérémonie d'ouverture,
en
l'occurrence, je crois que ça se voit un peu. On a, comme vous le savez, cet incroyable
we have this unbelievable project that we've been developing for some time now, my friend here and myself.
D'être les premiers à sortir cette cérémonie d'un stade, c'est la volonté de Tony, c'était la
so this has always been Tony's desire, the athletes' desire, to really bring these games out of the stadium. This has been our motto from the very beginning.
C'est vraiment très simple. Sur les Jeux paralympiques,
it's very simple. For the Paralympic Games, it's the same level of ambition. And the result of this is the second ceremony in the history of the city of Paris.
C'est quelque chose avec lequel les athlètes nous ont demandé,
that the athletes pushed us to do,
d'ambition, et on était assez fiers de pouvoir
and we're quite
le faire
proud
pour eux
to be
et
able
avec
to
eux.
do it for them and with them.
Voilà, c'est vraiment ça, c'est cette ambition, une seule grande ambition qui se décline sur les grands marqueurs des Jeux, et donc sur cette cérémonie au cœur de la ville,
and so to have the ceremony at the heart of the city in this unbelievable spot,
un écrin formidable.
Which will
et cette
be the
ambition,
perfect
elle se décline
setting.
bien évidemment aussi créativement, puisque
And we also have very high creative ambitions.
Déjà un peu changé.
And actually, there have already been changes to what you just saw, because Thomas has been working night and day with his teams, with our teams. We work together every day for this to really make it one of the greatest moments in the history of the Games. The second chapter of the same book that we're all trying to write together.
Thomas Joly, est-ce qu'on peut en savoir un peu plus? Qu'est-ce qui se passe dans votre tête?
Can we know a little bit more about what's going on in your mind right now? Hello everyone. It's always difficult because I'm not allowed to reveal what we have up our sleeves. But let me give you some hints. Everything I've heard since this morning concords with what we are preparing. As Thierry said, it's one single ambition. And it's a spectacular setting,
que la cérémonie d'ouverture olympique.
Just as spectacular as for the opening of the Olympic Games. It's a single team, the same authors that I've been working with, the same artists from all backgrounds, and as one single methodology, one single mindset.
les athlètes,
It's the
le
athletes
cœur du
who are
spectacle,
going to be at the
l'arrivée
heart
des
of
athlètes ici en
the
grande
event.
pompe par les
They will be
Champs-Élysées,
arriving in full pomp and circumstance, coming down the Champs-Élysées, said to be the most beautiful avenue in the world.
C'est incroyable de grands rassemblements populaires sur cette avenue.
Been a lot
Bien
of
sûr,
events that took place
sur cette voie royale, le défilé du 14 juillet,
the
etc.
14th of July
Mais
parade,
mythologiquement,
royal
c'est assez
parades.
intéressant parce que c'est le
But
séjour
mythologically speaking, it's also interesting because this is where heroes and heroines come to after death.
Exceptionnel d'avoir à cet endroit-là l'arrivée des athlètes dans la ville pour faire connaissance, les faire connaître et faire connaissance avec eux au début de ces Jeux paralympiques. Le deuxième fil qu'on tire, c'est Paris. Paris qui résonne avec les valeurs du sport et avec les valeurs des Jeux paralympiques. Alors cette place de la Concorde, elle est hautement symbolique. Je vais quand même historiquement vous rappeler qu'on a déjà changé de société à cet endroit-là.
We've already changed society here in this spot. This is where the guillotine was set up, and we cut off quite a few heads here.
Enfin, en tout cas, là, on en est aujourd'hui.
But this turned us into the republic that we know today.
Donc, quel meilleur endroit pour changer de société que de retourner ici et de faire avancer toutes ces questions-là. D'ailleurs, ce changement de société était très, très sanguinolent, et donc on a rebaptisé ensuite la place
So
that's why the
place was, after that, named the place of Concord.
De ces festivités. Donc, c'est une cérémonie qui sera, je le dis, politique, évidemment au sens de police. Au grec, la cité, elle va réinterroger la cité, elle va peut-être, oui, changer la cité, en tout cas, elle prend cœur au milieu de la cité. La cité ne pourra donc pas la voir.
Where the city will have no choice but to watch. And the Paralympic Games, for me,
aussi militants, d'une certaine manière joyeusement militants. On a parlé des questions d'égalité, d'accessibilité pour la pratique du sport, bien sûr. Mais il y a autre chose derrière ça aussi, un héritage peut-être plus immatériel auquel moi je tiens beaucoup en tant qu'artiste et en tant que citoyen tout simplement. C'est la prise en compte des singularités. On en a parlé. Aujourd'hui, une grande société doit prendre en compte ces singularités. Et dans le sillage des athlètes paralympiques et de leurs singularités, il y a d'autres singularités, d'autres problèmes d'égalité un peu partout.
Problems to do with equality and equity. And we hope these Paralympic Games will have a lasting impact on society. For people to see each other, see as part of a whole, we have to take into account these singularities. And that's what we're doing for the opening ceremony for the Paralympic Games. So knowledge, recognition, concord, those are the political and activist and celebratory threads that we are weaving together for the opening ceremony.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. We're delighted. I'm certain that the ceremony will take you to a different world. Now, to conclude, I would like to welcome Madame Anne Hidalgo, Mayor of Paris.
Jeux olympiques et paralympiques de Paris 2024.
Bonjour.
Merci beaucoup,
Good morning, dear Andrew, Minister, dear Mariam, Tony, dear athletes, para-athletes, dear friends. I'm very happy to be here with you.
Michael, tout à l'heure, en parlait.
Michael was talking about earlier on, the story that we have been weaving for many years, the dream that we have to welcome the Games in Paris. Well, we are very lucky, some of us, to be able to bring this dream from beginning to end after a period of 7 years. And we're coming to the end of this process. What is left? A year is left. And this year will be a year of, very much a year of work. We still have a lot of work to be ready and to be able to welcome the whole world. And for the Paralympic Games, we have to prepare universal accessibility. There's still work, a lot of work to do, even if we have done a lot of work. But for example, here in Paris, the city is old, ancient, with heritage buildings, a metro system that is over 100 years old. And of course, it's far more complicated to provide universal accessibility to people rather than if it had, as opposed to if it had been in a modern city, newly built. But we have decided to raise the challenge, and universal accessibility is something that we are really going to concentrate on and be involved in over the next year, despite the fact that many things have already been done to resolve these issues. In this accessibility, there are infrastructures involved, everything to do with public sites, sports sites, venues, welcome areas games for athletes, para-athletes, and the public. All of this has been, finished and organized. For example, the arena at the Porte de la Chapelle, which is, of course, a model for universal accessibility and sensorial development as well. We wanted it to be such, and it's going to help us to move forward and help us with any future infrastructures. This work on accessibility and infrastructures and venues is going to continue, speed up, and I would like to say this. These games, Paralympic Games, will certainly be a cultural difference. This is what I perceived when I went to Rio in 2016 for the Games. I was coming back on the plane with Michael, coming back to Paris. It was such a fantastic trip back that Michael decided to fly the plane, and thankfully he actually left the pilot, allowed the pilot to land the plane when we arrived at Charles de Gaulle. But anyway, this cultural, what I call a cultural shock during the Paralympic and Olympic Games was seeing these hundreds of thousands of people and athletes in Paris with their different walks of life, their lessons, the lessons they've learned, and they can teach us, and all of their different forms of energy is something that will be very different. I did know parasports, about parasports and I hadn't met para-athletes, but bringing together all of these people at the same time with this energy and vivacity and this strong will to show that all together with all of these differences we can all be stronger. Well, this was very, very touching for me, and I'm expecting waiting for the Paralympic Games with a great deal of impatience, even more impatience than for the Olympic Games, despite the fact that with Tony we will be there for the Olympic Games, and we will be there too for the first part of the events. Of course, we want to be able to show that we can carry this out successfully as well, the Olympic, the first part of the Olympic Games. Now, this cultural shock is something that we're all going to live through together. And I tell this to people I meet, people who like sports or don't, who don't do sports, who do, who wonder what this is all for. I talk to them and I say this cultural change and shock is something that's going to change things deeply. Now, the 28th of August 2024, I'm just thinking about it, 300,000 people present, maybe more, in Paris, roaming the streets of Paris, sharing all of this. And this, I feel, is going to be an exceptional event that will enable us, from an intellectual and cultural point of view, to move forward in leaps and bounds here in Paris, in the country and beyond. And of course, what I'm expecting and hope for is this legacy. This legacy will be this shared idea, what I would call a philosophy of differences, of singularities, to show us that every walk of life, every lesson we can learn in life is something that can show that life is beautiful, and that when we work together and fight together and set a common goal, that things are better than when we're on our own and lonely. And this legacy, of course, will mean environmental legacy. This is something I hold very strongly. I feel very strongly about. This access to this environmental transition in Paris is something that will be very important, but it's also a legacy for accessibility. This is very important. Accessibility to public infrastructures, within public infrastructures, private stores. We're working a great deal on accessibility to all of the different shops and stores, and we have ideas that we've drawn from all over the world and that will help us accelerate and maybe offer to all of the tradesmen and women in Paris to operate faster, quicker in their everyday work, and also accessibility to parasports in different sporting clubs. And this is a work that Pierre Rabedon and Elamien Delarage have worked on with the help of Jérémy Broa. And this is also going to be part of the legacy in the city for the practice of sports, parasports. We're going to be building all of this together.
And
this is the strong expectation that we have for these specific games. And I'm just finishing off with welcome in Paris. Joe, I apologize. I'm going to say it's the most beautiful city in the world, even if we share a great deal, but it is the most beautiful city. It's part of a whole history, and it's a revolutionary city, obviously, everyone knows that. We've always had militants, activists, we've always enjoyed this mix of ideas and thoughts and cultures and people, and this has always produced something different and extraordinary. And this is why Paris is a very different, unusual, fabulous city. It really brings to the fore the human rights and exhibits it and shows it, and the fact that we can have this match here, Place de la Concorde. Louis XVI was beheaded here, of course, but we're on Place de la Concorde not to celebrate the demise of Louis XVI, but to really celebrate what we are together in this city of freedom and lights. And of course, I am the happiest mayor of the world in the city. Thank you very much at this moment. Thank you very much, Anne Hidalgo.
On vous attend toutes et tous nombreuses et nombreux donc pour ce match retour. Merci à tous pour votre écoute et votre présence.
Return match. Thank you for being here. I'll now leave the media and journalists.
Et puis